Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you joining me today. I'm going to be working on my GR Corolla behind me here, and it is time to change the oil on the GR. They recommend every 6 months or 5,000 miles, whichever comes first, unless you're driving it really hard, and then it's 2,500 miles. But I've hit the 6-month mark here, and I had 020 in it, Pennzoil Ultra Platinum. This is the last test of the Pennzoil on my GR. So we're going to go ahead and take a sample, send it off to Lake Speed and let them do the analysis on it, and we'll see how that works out. And we're going to go ahead and put in Amsoil 5w-30. So this is the first test with the Amsoil on this. I just did the same thing on my 2009 Turbo Corolla. So we're doing both these right now. And I'm going to run the 530 through the summer, and we'll see how that looks. Now, this is the flush. Both these cars are on their flush oil change. So it will get, after the flush, it will get a change with 020 and another change with 530 again, where it's had Amsoil in it previously. So we'll get going here. Let me show you what we've got. Got a jug of 530. Amsoil Signature Series, an extra quart, because this is a gallon, so I need that 5th quart. We've got our little bottle for our sample. So 14 millimeter for the drain plug. Actually, I don't need that. I did a Fumoto valve on it last time, I think, so won't need that. And at least I did it. I'll have to look now. I can't remember if I did on this car. I know I did it on my Corolla IM. So got our drain or our oil filter tool to get that off. New oil filter. I'm going to do the N one this time, and I'm going to fill it and try to see how much oil this holds. I did that on my 09 and I used the F1. So I want to compare and see how much oil this holds compared to that. And so I've already loosened the oil cap. Now we'll go ahead and lift this up so I can get under it. So underneath the car, now I don't have the OEM cover anymore. This is the Racer X one, and so it does have covers to access the filter and the drain plug. I do love this cover though, because as you can see here, see this nice gap here? This actually flows more air than even the improved 26 model does. So oh, look at that, and you can tell where I caught something right here. So did what it's supposed to do. Just caught the end of it there. But I'm going to take this pan off though, which means I got to just take off these 4 screws, and then it's just 3 quick releases. I've got 2 little of the normal ones. So I'll pop those off, undo the 4 bolts, and take this off. Every once in a while, I don't do all my oil changes on the lift, but if I'm going to go ahead and do it on the lift, I take this off, and I like to just do an inspection and look underneath it and make sure everything looks good. So if you guys appreciate this kind of thing, I sure would appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. It really helps me, you know, smaller channel. I do everything myself. It takes a lot of time to shoot these and edit them and stuff, so I sure would appreciate it. I'm doing it to help others out and to learn about the car so that they can do their own maintenance too and save themselves a lot of money. And do it the right way. I know if I do something, I know I'm going to do it right, and I don't have to question somebody else does. So I'm going to zip these off real quick. So those are out. Let me just get a screwdriver so I can pop those 2 out, and then it's just a push and a click. So you can see how quick and easy this is. These 2. There we go. And then it's just a matter of pushing and giving a little tug. Push and tug. And push and tug. And then it just slides out the front. And that is it. Just like that, it's out. As you can see, it literally takes a few minutes. So now, I did put a Fumoto. I thought I did, but I couldn't remember. because I did this one and the other one pretty quick to each other. So this one does have room to put the F1 filter on it, but I filled up the F1 on my 09 Corolla, and I wanted to compare and see how much oil this holds in comparison to that. So I'll be able to get a good comparison there. So let me get the oil drain in here. We'll change the filter, and we'll get everything done on the bottom side here. I'm going to also change the gear oil, but I'm going to do it in 2 separate videos so that if somebody only wants information on this, they can go straight to that video and don't have to go through the oil change part. So, but I'm doing the oil change. I'm trying to keep track of this just to be able to help with the oil testing and everything that I'm doing with Lake Speed Jr. So if you haven't looked at his channel, check it out. The Motor Oil Geek, Motor Oil Geek, and it's fantastic. Like, knows so much, and I've learned a lot from him. So it's been fun going through this testing process with him. So I will go ahead and do that and move on. Let me get my oil drain container. So I got my bottle here. We're going to go ahead and push this. You push up and then pull back around. There we go. Get some oil here and there. Makes it easy doing it this way, I will say that. There we go. So now I have this all set to send off to SPEEDiagnostix, and then have Lake look at the numbers and see how we're doing. I will, once I get this last sample back, this is the last one of the Pennzoil, so this is 0W20 that I ran through the winter months. So we'll go ahead and see how this compares. The 5w-30 sample that I ran last summer looked really good. I mean, really good. So, and they both the Pennzoil 020, 5w-30 looked better than the 020, but they both looked a lot better than the Toyota oil change that I had done. And it wasn't even close. I mean, when I was looking at those numbers, the Toyota one, I mean, everything was still okay, but the Pennzoil numbers were much better, much better. So we'll let this drain down now and move on to the filter once this is done. And then I'm going to actually flush this with some clean oil, because that's Pennzoil, so I want to try to get as much of that out of there as I can. I'm going to flush a quart of oil down through there. So when you first see it, it'll be a little darker. When you first see it, it'll be a little bit darker because it's pushing out any of the old dirty oil. And then you'll see it start to get cleaner and cleaner. So here it comes. I put the hood back down so then we can lift this back up. I won't be able to see that until I actually look at the video to see what it looks like, but I know that's what it always does, and that's how it always looks. So let's go ahead and get this bugger off. There we go. Okay. I'll spin that a little bit. This situation is great, but if you have a drain pan under it too, you can just let it drain out before you pop it off and you get all the oil like that. So put this at the bottom. I am going to cut that open and look at it. I always like to do that. And so while that is dripping a little bit, let's go ahead and fill the N1 filter, and let's see how much that holds. The F1 filter held 6 ounces. It's going to be easy to tell because this is a full bottle, brand new. So I'm just going to keep pouring until it is full, until the filter absorbs everything it can. Kind of see how it gets right up to the top there. Every time I pour some in, it just soaks it up. I think we've just about hit it. Barely went down there. Okay. So I've got it filled all the way to the brim now. Seems to be leveling off there. So let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. So it's down to 28, so it took 4 ounces. So the F1 holds 50% more, which makes sense. I mean, just kind of looking at it, that makes sense. Okay, I want to go ahead and wipe that off the rim there. On the Toyota filters, you do not have to lube them because they come pre-lubed right here from the factory. So see how much I can get this in without spilling it. Alrighty. Look at that. Couple drops, and that was it. And people say you can't do horizontal ones. Give me a break. Okay. And I just tighten this as much as I can by hand. There we go. And that is done. All we got to do is fill her up. Okay, let's take a look at this filter here. I like to cut them open and just to inspect them. I've never been surprised by any kind of bad news, but you know, it's always nice to just look and make sure that there's no surprises there. So let's go ahead and cut this clear off. There she goes. All right. Okay. Absolutely nothing in the filter. No shiny bits, no nothing. Let's take a look. I don't see anything. That's why I like to look, though, just to make sure. Okay. All right. Makes me feel better. So we'll get this oil sample sent off, and I'll get the gear oil sent off too. Okay, all shaken up. Pour it in. This does make it easy when it's just the gallon, so that you can just toss it in. So I am putting in 5w-30 for the summer. Okay, I'll get my other quart. I already put some in the oil filter, so just go down to half on here. There we go. Touch more. Perfect. 4.5 quarts. Alrighty, guys. That's it for today. The only thing I have to do is put the under tray back on and check for leaks, so I won't bother with that. It's just the reverse of what you saw me take it off. So, and that's good. So we got the first Amsoil change in here. I'll send off the sample to Lake Speed so I can get the results of that, and I will go over the Pennzoil results so that you guys can see them and show and compare that to the Toyota oil that was in here before then. And all these changes happened after the engine was broken in. It was after 10,000 miles. So, and I'll verify that, but I believe so. And We got the transmission gear oil change too, and I'm going to send that sample off to Blackstone, and I will go over that when I get those back too. So thanks for joining me. Like I said, like and subscribe, and until next time, guys, we'll see you down the road.